Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we'll talk about Star Citizen of 3.15 because you guys know that the new health system, a new death mechanics coming up in Star Citizen of 3.15. It is going to completely revolutionize the game, especially with all of the decisions that we're making. This also comes with physicalized inventory. Now, one of the things that I would like to talk about in today's video is something that I have not heard of in any other contents. CIG has not talked about it, but I think that this is going to be also a major part of the game, and we are going to talk about prisons in Star Citizen Alpha 3.15 because right now, if you want to get out of prison, well, there are two alternatives, or three alternatives, I should say. The first one is, of course, to just log out of the game and come back when your prison term is over. The next one is to, well, if you cannot wait for, let's say, 2 hours or 3 hours, then you can always escape from prison, but this comes at severe consequences, obviously, and you need to have a team to back you up. The next one and the last one is to do the missions over there, so you can replenish an O2 dispenser or do some mining and gain some merits in prison to reduce your sentence time. And how do you do that? You have to mine some of the minerals that are available in the prison and eventually give them back to the facility. Now, here is what will be possible, in my opinion, in Star Citizen 3.15, something that we've been talking about for quite some time in the community: the ability to, let's just say, dispose of one of your inmates and then take their inventory for yourself and then bring them back and earn the merits instead of the person who was supposed to do it, right? Now, of course, this is going to come at consequences. I think that you are going to be obviously monitored when you'll be out there in the mine, but it's also going to be possible to avoid consequences if the comm array is off. If the comm array is off, then obviously it's much more difficult for the UEE to track down crimes that are being done in the verse. And if that is the case, then I think that everything will be on down there in that mine. And I think that it's going to be entirely possible for criminals to just kill each other, take their valuable minerals and turn them in for merits, and there will be no trace, no proof that you actually did not collect them for yourself. And that is going to be extremely interesting, in my opinion. Now, the next thing that I would like to talk about is still about prisons, and this is actually a concern that I have, is that we know that there's going to be hospitals in Lorville in the future, right? We're going to start with Horizon and New Babbage, and then we'll be eventually in 3.17 if I am correct. 3.16 will be Area 18 and 3.17 will be Lorville. But we also know that there will be some medical facilities where people will eventually respawn at some of the rest stops. But what about prison? Is there going to be also a medical facility in prison? What if you die in prison? There are ways to die in prison. You can, for example, do a bad fall. You can be killed by other players as well. What's going to happen? Are you going to have a fresh start? And are you going to respawn with a fresh start at one of the facilities that are your respawn? For example, the hospital at New Babbage or the hospital at Horizon. At maybe the price of you using your inventory, or is this going to be an exploit? Will people just go to prison and commit suicide over there so that they leave prison? This is also something that CIG has not talked about, and I think that it's going to be quite important for CIG to make sure that prison sentences are done properly, and for that I think that we do need some kind of medical facility in prison as well. So there we have it, guys. These are my concerns for prisons in Star Citizen Alpha 3.15. It seems that very often, ever since prisons have been brought into the game, it seems that prison is kind of like an afterthought because there's been a lot of bugs that have been unresolved. People have been complaining about the gameplay loops that are not working properly, and we haven't heard of anything related to medical facilities or how the new death mechanics and physicalized inventory mechanics are going to be working in prison. But I think that this is also a conversation that we should have, which is why I'm going to ask this, guys, as the giveaway question. This month I got the giveaway, lots of things thanks to Dr. Foreman. We're giving away a Mercury Star Runner. All you have to do is to subscribe to this channel and here is the question right here. How do you think prisons are going to work in Star Citizen of 3.15? Is there going to be a change? Are you going to have a clean slate if you die, or is there going to be a medical facility in there? What do you guys think? Also, if you are a supporter of the channel on Patreon or via the John Peter membership, thanks to Dr. Forbin and Max Power, you got an ARS Ion and an Origin 85X. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching once again, and a big shout out to everybody who's been supporting this channel this month. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and I know it sounds a little bit cheesy and cliche. It says I couldn't do it without you, but it definitely helps keeping me motivated to bring all of that content for you guys out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more content on the channel. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.